short pre-shows shall continue to be the norm. I got tired of running these pre-shows to take me 2 hours because I'm trying to do work, so now it's I get my work done, then we start these and I do short streams. I still might do full commercial-only streams in the future just for the fun of it, but this works out much better. So, let us begin the games. Hello everyone, Quinn Michael from Shaggy Girl Studios here, Channel 14, WMVI TV, where we're high on retro junk, and today we're here at a very, very special game. Something that I feel a lot of people aren't aware of, but is a very important part of video game history. This is a Namco title known as Tower of Druaga. Now, what is the Tower of Druaga, right? This is a famous Japanese video game that didn't even make it over to the West in its day and age. It actually didn't come to the West until what we're playing it on right here, which is Namco Museum Volume 3 for the PlayStation 1. First time this was officially brought outside of Japan. There might have been some bootleg cabinets, because there's always some bootleg cabinets that end up at some hole-in-the-wall arcade. I've heard that story too many times to count. But, yeah. This was the first time this guy localized. Now, what is Tower of Druaga? Why is this so important? We're going to talk about that before we actually start the game, because this is a big deal. Tower of Druaga, I forget exactly when it came out, but it was a very experimental game. It was made by, what was his name? Masanobu Endo? I can look this up. Let me grab my phone. This is important stuff, so I need to make sure I'm on point with what I'm talking about today. Because this is a game that I feel very strongly about. So let me find the, there was an article I shared recently. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Masanobu Endo. Yeah, I remembered his name. Masanobu Endo is the creator of another Namco classic known as Xevious, which you guys might be familiar with. Xevious was one of the first scrolling shooters. If you like games like R-Type and Gradius and the Toho games, I guess, what are some other famous shmups? Raiden? Anybody here know Raiden? Any sort of game like that. Xevious was the evolution where that happened. It's a highly influential game, very important, and also another example of a game that was way more popular in Japan than it was outside. Like, people here at least kind of know Xevious. They're like, oh yeah, that's that Namco shoot 'em up, right? Yeah, that's what that is. Not a ton of people quite fully understand the impact of that game, but rest assured, it's historically significant. Oh, hey, look, that's the game we're going to play tonight. We actually have it on the demo screen. That's cool. This is what we're playing. Anyway, after he made that, he wanted to make an arcade role-playing game, essentially. And to do that, he would take the engine of Super Pac-Man and use some of the hardware they had in Mappy as well for the scrolling. And he would combine those two things to create a Pac-Man style maze game RPG hybrid. Now, there's no stats in here. No, Galaga's not in this collection. We're not playing every game in this collection. We're here for one game. One game today. That's it. And that's this right here. I'll read this when we actually get to this part in the actual stream. Yeah, 1984. There we go. This came out in 1984. 1996 re-release. Yeah, that's because this is a PS1 game. Doesn't really matter to me. It was a 1984 game. It's very cool. I should actually jump into this because there's actually... Namco could not miss for a long while. Dude, I love Namco. Like, even their, like, you know, there's their well-known stuff, right? Like, you know, you got Pac-Man, Big Doug, Galaga. I love their well-known stuff. But I'm a big fan of like Namco's lesser-known stuff, too. Like, one of my favorite games from them is Bosconian, if any of you are familiar with that. Bosconian rules. I love a lot of their Japan exclusive games as well. Billy, I've told you once today a million times, do not repeat comments just because you want me to read them. Bandai doesn't even enter this equation. Bandai is nowhere to be mentioned in this conversation. templates for so many game genres. Yeah, seriously. There's plenty of games they made, though, that did not leave Japan, that were just as influential. That's what... Yeah, there you go. Those are some lesser-known stuff, Billy. Bravo Man, Mappy, Wonder Momo. I love Mappy. Mappy's great. Bravo Man and Wonder Momo are a little more janky, but I still like them. I love Namco's stuff. At some point, I need to show you guys some of the Valkyrie games as well, because I love Valkyrie. Valkyrie no Boken on the original Famicom's great. The Legend of Valkyrie is just a fucking amazing, I don't even know how to explain it. We'll get to Valkyrie when we get to Valkyrie. Today it's time for the Epic of Gilgamesh. Yes, Tekken's well known. Tekken was something else. Anyway, would you like some information? Well, first of all, before we get to the Tower of Druaga, it's also fun to look at these particular releases. I am convinced that the PS1 Namco Museum games were it's Namco Museum at its peak, because it's not just a collection of old games here. They made an interactive museum. The Namco Museum title means something in these collections because it's a little interactive exhibit. And man, I wish Namco would make a modern Namco Museum like this. That would be amazing. You can still buy a lot of their new stuff, even some of the stuff that they never released outside of America, right? You can get those very easily on modern systems. The Namco Museum collections still happen, and they're still good. Anyway, let's see. Some information. Let's see. Namco Museum information. Game room, library. Warning. What's the warning about? No smoking in the museum, but feel free to take pictures. Please do not touch the items with your hands. Alright. So, this is a great little thing to walk around in and check. Oh, hey, check that out. We're talking about Druaga. This is the funny thing about this collection. In the American release, they're very much hedging their bets upon Ms. Pac-Man over here, right? Like, everybody knows Ms. Pac-Man. We love Ms. Pac-Man. A game that can't be included on modern Namco Museum collections for legal reasons, for bullshit reasons. You can check that out on your own. Polybius, we all played that one back in the day. Ah, yes, I remember it well. And Bosconian was, yeah, that's how I introduced, that's how I found Bosconian as well, on this plug and place. I had several of those as a kid. Yeah, this picture over here, right here, this is actually a picture of one of the characters from Tower of Druaga. This is the maiden you rescued, Kai. So yeah, we got this right here. The CGI intro to the game starts with Tower of Druaga, right? Like, all this stuff. As far as this collection is concerned, the star of the show is not Miss Pac-Man over here. The star of the show is Tower of Druaga over here. No, Splatterhouse is not in this collection. Splatterhouse wasn't in any of the PS1 Namco Museum games. I love Splatterhouse. I love Splatterhouse, but that came a little later than these games. This is classic Namco. Anyway, I'm gonna go look here for a second. Let's see, records. Oh, this little guy, what? Again? That's somebody nobody in America would know at the time this came out. That's very much a Japanese exclusive Namco series. Oh, that's another example of how Tower of Druaga is the, oh, hold on, how do I change the game we're on? Yeah, let me find, yeah, here we go. Druaga. Going over to the Q scores? No save game. Okay, whatever. This is fine. Anyway, yeah. These loading screens, you'll notice, the little gold guy there, that's Gilgamesh from Tower of Druaga. So, very much the star attraction of this little collection. But you wouldn't know that if you were American. Because, again, you look at the cover of this game, Miss Pac-Man is right... Never mind. Miss Pac-Man here, front and center. You see her up here. You got Dig Dug, Galaxian, Pole Position. Those are the games people would know. Over here in the corner, it tells you it also includes Phozon, which is a weird one. Phozon I've never been able to quite figure out. That's a very weird Namco game. And then right at the very back here, in both instances, Tower of Druaga is relegated to a footnote. And I'll tell you right now, American players introduced to Tower of Druaga from this collection were not impressed. Like, at all. Here, I'm gonna go this way. We'll see what's going on here. We'll work our way over to the Druaga exhibit in a second. But I did want to show this off, because this is fun. Check this out. Little movie theater. Oh, that's the guy from, what's that game called? Motocross? I don't know. Saycross. He's from Saycross. That's a kind of forgotten Namco game. Not on this collection. We have one of the ghosts here. That's the pal from Pack and Pal. I forget her name. She has an actual name, and I can't remember it right now. Yes, somebody's knocking at my door.
Can we use the Wii U remote? Wanting to play Mario Kart.
The Wii U remote?
The Wii remote, the one that connects to the red remote up there.
The red remote's up here?
Yeah, it's in a
okay. It's a good thing I'm not planning on using the Wii tonight. Even though there is a PC Engine version of Tower Druaga that would be really fun to show off. I'm not gonna have time for that tonight. Here.
Thank you so much.
This is where we watch the cutscenes, yes. Actually, though. Let's keep looking, though. Down here in front. Look here, you got the whole Pack family. Right? We've also got, right there, we got Apuka from Dig Dug. That's Mappy. That's Mappy. We can turn around. Two more people in these aisles here. I want to see who we can spot. Oh, I should know who those are. Those designs, I should know who those are. Ugh, I'm not enough of a Namco fanboy, I guess. We look down here in the crowd. I'm trying to avoid looking at the screen directly because there's kind of a flashing event. Although my stream's kind of stopping it. Okay, you know, if you have any sort of epilepsy, you probably shouldn't look at the screen right now. But let's look here. See, yeah, we got Gil and Kai from Tower of Druaga right there in the corner there. I see Wonder Momo as well. I see Valkyrie and Xandra. I see Bravo Man. I forget his name, the main character from another Namco game I love, Genpei Tomaden. Like, this is just awesome. I love the amount of, the amount of, cameos here. And I think if we stand right here, we can actually use this. Ah, yes, and here we go, slideshow. Let me see. I hope this doesn't just immediately boot me to the game, because that's not what I wanted. Hey! Illegitimate Steamboat. More like illegitimate Steambot. Welcome to the show, and goodbye. Idiot bot. Block. Port. Is bot. Is bot. Bot. Internal error. Cool. Wow. Yeah, the bots have been getting really bad on Twitch lately. Like, they've been coming back out full force. Oh, cool. This lets you look at, like, the sprites. That's cool. Little, sprite animation. I actually do this. See, from the back, from the sides, all of the various monsters and enemies. You even get like, okay, so this is just like a little bonus mode to check stuff in. I can appreciate that. That's fun. That's good stuff. Anyway, so fun little side diversion here just for the fun of it. Let's work our way back out into the main museum. I just like walking around in this. This is fun. Where does this go? That's a good question, because I don't remember. I think this goes to the library area. Hold on. This is cool. Yes, it's the library. Okay. This place is pretty cool. Let me see if I can give you a good overview of what this place is. First of all, this is an old Namco mascot you would see in some of their old Japanese commercials. You might see a few of those commercials in the Retro Junk TV if you pay attention to it. Let's see. Pointing up. Namco official history from 1978 to 1996. Hold on. Ah, see, there you go. You gotta look at like their games. GB, Bombi, Galaxian, QDQ, Navarone, Pac-Man. Yeah, look at that. Galaxian came out before Pac-Man. Who remembered that? Hey, Druaga excitement. Mega Nintendog. Welcome in. Yeah, we're working our way over to Druaga right now. We're playing this off the Namco Museum Collection, which I love these things. But yeah, Pac-Man in 1980. Rally X is a great one. Galaga in 1981. Bostonian. 1982 got us Dig Dug, Pole Position, Super Pac-Man. Super Pac-Man's my favorite arcade game. Love Super Pac. Let's see here. 1983 brought us Xevious, Mappy, Pack-and-Pal, Pole Position 2, Fozon, and Libble Rabble, which I have never played. That's one I'm not familiar with. 1984 brought us Gap Plus. Guys, if you like Galaga and you've never seen Gap Plus, you are missing out. That game is awesome. It was also known to some people, it was also known as Galaga 3. That's how I knew it, because my local arcade, as a kid, had a Galaga 3 cabinet. Loudest damn thing in the arcade. You can hear the tractor beam and that thing fire off from clear across the building. And this was not a small arcade. Okay, this arcade had an indoor mini golf course and a children's play place. This is a big building, and you can hear that machine from clear across the arcade whenever that tractor beam fired off. But yeah, if you've never played Gap Plus or Galaga 3, however you want to call it, dude, look that up. That game's awesome. Pac-Land and Grobda. Grobda is another game made by Masanobu Endo, the guy who made Xevious and Tower of Druaga. So that's notable here. 1985. Funny enough, here we go. Yeah, so 1985 also brought us Dragon Buster, which is a very important game we should talk about at some point. As Dig Dug 2, which I am very fond of. Hopping Mappy, which I've never been able to get into. Metro Cross. That was the game I was trying to remember with the biker-looking dude in the audience back here. Metro Cross is the game. Baraduke, which we actually have the sequel to Baraduke up there on the TV right now. That's Baraduke 2. I love Baraduke. That game's awesome. Motos, which is a weird one. Sky Kid. 1986 brought us Toy Pop, Sky Kid Deluxe. The Return of Ishtar, which is the sequel to Druaga. Dragon Buster is sure something. It's important. It's historically important. Thunder Scepter, the Genzi, and the Heke. That is a funny way of saying Genpei Tomaden, but I love Genpei Tomaden. Rolling Thunder, a classic. 3D Thunder Scepter 2. 1987 brought us Wonder Momo. That's a good game. Shadowland, Dragon Spirit. That's a banger. Blazer, Quester. Never played those. Pac-Mania, that's a weird one. Final Lap is really cool. If you guys like Pole Position, but you've never checked out the rest of the Final Lap stuff, you gotta check that out, because Namco kept making really good racing games. There's even a racing game RPG they made on the PC Engine called Final Lap Twin, which got an American release too. And when I say it's a racing game RPG, I mean you walk around towns in an overworld, you buy upgrades for your car, and there are random encounters that are just like one-lap races against random people on the overworld. It's amazing. They made a tennis game like that too. Galaga 88 is also underrated. Love Galaga 88. World Stadium, that was their baseball game. Assault, I've never played. Bravo Man, Marching Maze, that's a weird one. We're getting to the more obscure ones here. Bakutotsu Kijute, that's Baraduke 2. That's what's up there on the screen right now. Ordyne, I forget their Ordyne. Metal Hawk, I've never played. World Corp was the tennis game. Splatterhouse, of course. Future Ninja, also known as Mirai Ninja. Which is a really cool one. Mirai Ninja was actually linked to a movie of the same name, Mirai Ninja, which we got over here as Cyber Ninja. That was going well here. PlayStation docks me. Oh, dude, that sucks. Fuck. Hope you're doing okay, Pokemon. Face Off. Never played that one either. What else do we got? Belios. That's an interesting one. We should play that some point. Bravo. English Ripsaps going into Bravo Man. Yeah, no, Bravo. Bravo Man. Hold on, let me go up here. There's a few of these that have hilarious, like right here. The Genzi and the Heke clans. That localization is supposed to say the Genji and the Heke clans. And even then, that's not the name of the game. The game is Genpei Tomaden. Anyway, I'm a giant weeb. Okay, you all know this already. Winning Run, that's another racing game by them. Rompers is a maze game. Blast Off, that's the sequel to Baraduke. It's more of a side-scrolling shooter than anything. You know, the game one caught it? Very good, man. I saw you're playing more Yakuza, by the way. I would love to play Yakuza someday. Those games are cool. I've also seen you've been playing some Shadow Hearts. That's a game I'd love to play someday, too. I have the modded PS2, so I should be able to play it someday. I wonder more about that, though. You're editing the VOD? Nice. I've been uploading my VODs to YouTube now because of the storage limits. I have an unused gaming channel on YouTube that is now being used a lot. Oh, hey, it's a cowboy. Cowboy Curtis came to visit us.
Actually, I came to steal a drawer of Legos.
You came to steal a drawer of Lego. How are you going to get that out right now while I'm working on this? Best of luck, bro. Let's see. Also, Legend of Valkyrie. I gotta do streams of the Valkyrie games at some point, guys. Valkyrie is incredible. Like, you gotta check those out. Play Kodelka before Shadow Hearts. I want to. The trick is that I don't have a good way to play it right now because the game is. I know that Kodelka is the first of the series, by the way. I know about Shadow Hearts and Kodelka. I know about that. I know the basic plot of Shadow Hearts as well, by the way. There's not too many surprises there for me, but that doesn't change the fact that I want to play it, because stylistically, it's something I'd be all over. Kodelka, too. I would also like Kodelka. I know that for a fact. So I want to play both of them, but I have to get a way to play Kodelka. Alright? Valkyrie and quotes for Legend of Valkyrie? I don't know either. But I love the Valkyrie games, so we gotta do those at some point. Although I'll do Valkyrie No Vulcan first on the Famicom. That's what we're gonna do. At some point. Winning Run. I haven't played Winning Run SD. Dirt Fox I haven't played, but that's a dirt bike game, I'm pretty sure. Runs good on Duck Station. Counterpoint. My PC is shit. So I wouldn't be able to stream it that way. I'm gonna mod my PlayStation at some point, and we'll be able to do it off of that. World Stadium 89. Finest Hour. Now that's a cool game. I have that installed on the Wii. Finest Hour is a mech game by Namco. Burning Force is also really dope. That has a kick-ass Genesis port. 4 Tracks I never played. Dangerous Seed is another shmup by them. Dangerous Seed is cool too. That has a Genesis port. Marvel Land, which I want to play a little bit of. The Galaxian 3 was a weird attraction that Namco made. Don't think Duck Station's that intensive? You don't know how shit my PC is, man. I've tried to run all sorts of things. I tried to do a DS stream off of the emulator on here, and the DS emulator runs just fine on my computer unless I'm streaming, because my stream software takes up 90% of my CPU when it's being used. So I really can't do anything past like the 16-bit generation with my PC when it comes to streaming. It's just that messy. But yeah, Galaxian 3 is a weird attraction that they ran at some spots in like Namco's arcades. No, he's trying to get something out. Figures, I finally decided I'm ready to stream and everybody wants into my room. Too bad, it's my room, I'm streaming.
Oh, it's my room too, so you can't do me.
No, I can't.
You're stuck cleaning.
Just clean up after yourself, dude. You're lucky I haven't started playing the game yet because I'm talking about this. Anyway, Galaxian 3, I think I actually have that in the playlist. Let me get that up real quick, because that's a weird one, and it's not easy to explain it without having a visual element. So let me get that up on the TV here. Because Galaxian 3... That's weird, I don't see it here. I have a video of it. Let me see here. Because that's the weird PlayStation kind of sort of port of it. Let me look here. Cinema Space Invaders thing. Galaxian Japanese PlayStation commercial. It's not in here. But in this folder? It's in one of these folders. I'll find it. But this is an interesting one to talk about before we get on to Tower of Druaga. I swear I have this in here somewhere. It's process that VOD with the ends capped. We'll see. That is very weird. I could have sworn I had a promo of Galaxian 3. 2 hours, fuck me, am I right? Yep. That's usually how it goes, ain't it? Well, I don't know where that is. I could have sworn I had a video of the Galaxian 3, like, arcade machine, but I don't see it. Basically, it was a giant walk-in... It was like 6 players. It might have been more than that, frankly, for this Galaxian thing. But it was like a big room, practically. You walk into a gigantic screen, and you would take your place at your own gunner station, and it was basically a rail shooter, but it was made for like several people at once. It was an outright attraction. Like, this was not a widespread release. This was, you had to go to Namco specific, like, weird theme park places to play it. Weird game, kind of a weird side tangent, but nobody ever talks about Galaxian 3, so I might as well. Kyukai Dojiku? No, that's the key. That's Yokai Dojiku, which is another game that... There's actually a lot of games out here play the original arcade Tower of Druaga. Well, we're playing it off of the Namco Museum Volume 3 thing. Ryu, welcome in, by the way. When I'm going to play Polybius for us, I'll let you know as soon as I find it. World Stadium 90, Final Lap 2, Adventure Pistol Daimyo, Dragon Saber, Diver's Eye, Rolling Thunder 2. Nobody ever talks about Rolling Thunder 2. That's a good game. Steel Gunner, Starblade, Super World Stadium, Silvaloo, that's a sequel to Xevious. Tank Force, Steel Gunner 2, Cosmo Gang the video, that was weird. Bakuratsu My Devoken, I don't know that one. Driver's Eyes, Super World Stadium, Final Lap 3, Fighter and Attacker, Cosmo Gang the Puzzle, Xvania. Ah yes, there we go, there's the big version of, whatever happened to the Descent remake, I have no idea, man. But yeah, right here, the Galaxian 3, Theater 6 Project Dragoon, that's a weird one. Super World Court, Knuckleheads, that was one of Namco's first fighting games. Might have been their first. No, because they had that Famicom fighting game first. Lucky and Wild. Guys, if you've never seen Lucky and Wild in action, look that shit up. Because Lucky and Wild is awesome. I had the. I didn't get to play it, unfortunately, but I had the good fortune to actually see the cabinet in person once. And I didn't get the chance to play it then, but I watched it. I, like, looked at it. It's a driving game, but you also have a gun. It's 2 players. Player 1 drives and has a gun they can use, and then player 2 is all guns. And it's basically like a Tango and Cash video game. It's awesome. Super World Stadium 93, Air Combat. That's the first Ace Combat game. Love that series. Amareldia, Cyber Sled. I think we had that right here. Neto, Gekito, Quizoto, Newman Athletics, Ridge Racer. Great Sluggers, Ridge Racer, full scale. Okay, Ridge Racer STD. That's an unfortunate title. Final Lap R. Speaking of unfortunate titles, Tinkle Pit. Moving on.
Who approved that name?
I don't know. Nebula's Ray, Ridge Racer 2, Attack of the Zolgear. That's another Galaxian game. J-League Soccer V Shoot, Point Blank, Ace Driver, Cyber Commando, Tekken, Mock Breaker, Air Combat 22, The Outfoxies. Oh my gosh, The Outfoxies is one you guys have to play if you can find it. Outfoxies is good. You remember playing an arcade game at Lucky and Wild when you was very young? We couldn't figure out if it was Lucky and Wild itself. It could have been. Rave Racer, Cyber Cycles, Namco Classic Collection Volume 1, Dirt Dash, Soul Edge, I love that game, Ace Driver, and Time Crisis. Gotta love Time Crisis. Anyway. Let us look down. I'm gonna step down into the library and then we're gonna go actually into the Druaga exhibit, because I just think this part's cool. So you can actually come over here and look at concept art for the games and whatnot. Like, let's just check this out. Yeah, see, illustrations for the Tower of Druaga. That's Kai. She looks adorable. I've always liked her design. It's very simple, but it's very nice. Oh, for the board game. Yeah, there was a Tower of Druaga board game. I wonder if I can find a commercial for that. That'd be cool. I love these. Let's go ahead and exit. You don't know much about Druaga, but was it a game series or a franchise? No, I had a Mystery Dungeon spin-off. It was a series. The series itself was not called Druaga. The series was the Babylonian Castle Saga. It consisted of, I want to say, 5 games. The Tower of Druaga came first. Then there was the sequel, The Return of Ishtar. Then on the Famicom, there was The Quest of Kai, which is a prequel. It takes place directly before Tower of Druaga. Then there was The Blue Crystal Rod, which was an adventure game on the Super Famicom. So those were the main 4. There was a Game Boy spin-off set 100 years later that was it has a very weird title. It's like Semi-Com Druaga. I don't know. Tower of Dragons has some great character designs. Oh, I love the way the characters look in it. There was also the PS2 Mystery Dungeon game, which is an official part of the canon. It's not a spin-off. It's a Mystery Dungeon game, but it's not a spin-off. And that was Nightmare of Druaga, which I would love to play at some point. I love the Mystery Dungeon games. So yeah. It's a bit of a series. I would not mind seeing a new entry in it if Namco could figure out how to make that work. And Tower of Druaga gets referenced in a lot of other games they made. It's not a spin-off, you didn't know. Yeah, it's part of the series chronology. It's pretty crazy. I believe it takes place. I think the two characters are about to be married, and then obviously Kai gets stolen away by some evil thing, and Gil has to go save her. I would love to play it at some point. It's a PS2 game, and I love my PS2, and I love Mystery Dungeon games, so I should. My brother's almost done messing around down here. He'll be done very soon. But I would love to play it at some point. Mystery Dungeon stuff, want to play Nightmare Druaga if it isn't too hard to get. I have to look up. I love the fact that they actually built like a tower here. Look at this. His little papercraft version of Gil cutting a slime in half. These are the things they used to make the pamphlet for the game, which is kind of like a little introductory comic book. It's a big Mystery Dungeon fan. It's way too slept on. I love Mystery Dungeon, dude. I would not mind playing some of the... But yeah, once again, just to make the point clear, all this stuff in here is Tower of Druaga. That is the central attraction of this collection, despite the fact that they don't even show it on the American cover. Tower of Druaga is the attraction here. It's not the side note. Sheer and the Wanderer games on Switch. Man, I don't have any of them on Switch. Yeah, sit-down arcade games for Galaxian. Yeah, these are like behind-the-scenes photos of them working on Galaxian. That's really cool. Okay, one more thing to check out in this library before we take off for the actual Druaga exhibit, which is really cool. But check this out. This is for the monthly NG magazine series. This is issues 15 through 28. The featured article was Final App, which was a linkable game. For those of you who don't know, linkable games in reference to arcade cabinets refer to cabinets that could be paired up. You know, like Daytona USA is a great example. You all know Daytona, right? That's a linkable arcade game. I know some of you in here might be younger. I don't know for sure because I know some of you are also as old or older than me, you know? So some of you probably are going, no shit, Quinn, right? We know what a linkable game is. You know, the arcade of Druaga was super cryptic and meant to be I gather information by asking others to remember everything. Yes, we were going to talk about that. I have a walkthrough open for this game right now, and if you guys watch me on a regular basis, you know I don't use walkthroughs. This is an exception because I need the walkthrough to play through this game. It's impossible otherwise for a gaijin like me who did not have the environment to play this game the intended way. We'll talk about that as we go, though. Final Lap, World Stadium. Notice again, lots of Druaga art here. I love these character designs. Oh man, let's keep going. Bravo Man and Assault. I love this art. This art's cool. I almost used this for the cover art of today's stream. But this is technically an advertisement for Kai's Quest on the Famicom, not Druaga. Beautiful art though. Back here. Just kind of my booth. That's cute. I like that. These are all very nice. And yeah, as you guys can see from this alone, Druaga was a big freaking deal in Japan. And we'll talk for more. Never believe we're going to walk through this one? No. And you will all see why as we continue on our path through here. Anyway, let's keep going. And let's work our way back out to the main lobby so we can actually go do the big part of this. There we go. I'm not sure why it wasn't working. Oh, speaking of Mystery Dungeon, that's the second Tornico Mystery Dungeon ad up there. It's a good game. Tower of Druaga was from Namco Museum DS. So my exposure to Tower of Druaga, playing it for the first time, was this collection. And I didn't know shit about how to play it. I didn't like it when I first played it because I didn't understand it. However, my first exposure to anything Tower of Druaga was actually Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube. Because one of my main, my main is Soul Calibur is Sophitia. That's who I play as. In every Soul Calibur she's in. It's also why fuck Soul Calibur 5. The game's fucking stupid and I'm not gonna play it. Here you go, watch this. This is awesome. It gets even better once we get to the actual arcade game, but like, they make like a mini exhibit. They make the term Namco Museum mean something. Hey, they mentioned that Druaga board game, right? Look at that! 1985, it was the first fantasy board game using Namco's characters. The goal is to collect all the items to kill the enemies and go to the top floor. Metal figurines were included. Look at this. Can't zoom in on it, but look at this. That is the coolest. The Tales of Tower of Druaga has a bonus dungeon. Tales of Destiny, I think. I think Tales of Destiny has that. Might be Eternia, but I think it's Tales of Destiny. My buddy Wirebrain would know if he were here, I think. The original PS1 name museums definitely went all on the museum mix fat. Yeah! I wish they would still do this. This is just so fun. Let's go over here and look. Ah, the instruction card. Attached to the game, it showed the sword can be swung and held in that position. That's the first thing a lot of people screw up about this game, by the way. They don't realize that in order to use Gil's sword, you have to hold the button down. My dad didn't know that when he tried playing it. He was like, the sword swing is so slow and awkward. And I'm like, it's not a swing. You hold the button down. And he was like, really? My dad couldn't get into this one the way I did. I've always had an affinity for things that are a little jank. No facts or knowledge to back it up, but you strongly believe the original Tower of Druaga is one of the most influential games in terms of game content. Absolutely! We're going to talk about that. And guys, I say this with 100% confidence. Without this game, there would be no Dragon Slayer, if you guys even know what that is. There would be no Hydlide. There would be no Ys. There would be no Secret of Mana. And there would be no Legend of Zelda. And if you guys think that's a stretch to say that Shigeru Miyamoto took inspiration from Tower of Druaga, no, absolutely not. Because there's actually an interview out there, you can read it on Shmuplations actually, there's an interview out there between Masanobu Endo and Shigeru Miyamoto, where Miyamoto talks about how much he respects this game. And yeah, it's really cool to see two industry legends kind of nod at each other like that. And this is back when Miyamoto would have been, this is back when Endo would have been Miyamoto's senior in game development. Like, Miyamoto was the up-and-coming star, because Super Mario Bros. Had just come out. Miyamoto was the up-and-coming young guy. Endo was the new one, right? Anyway, Endo definitely influenced Miyamoto on making Zelda. Shadow Tower was inspired by it too. Maybe in the long term, it's definitely a descendant, I would say. Shadow Tower is that's the FromSoft one, right? I wholeheartedly believe that FromSoft actually did take inspiration from this for most of their titles. I think that FromSoft has a bit of Druaga DNA in there. I don't think that's a stretch at all. You want to take a picture of this game? Since when? Yeah. The interview's out there for you guys to read it. He definitely played this game, and there are things in this game that you see repeated in Legend of Zelda. It is absolutely the same thing, which is incredible in my opinion. This serves as the genesis of so much stuff. And it's really weird to think that this year specifically, 1984, is when shit got just crazy for the action RPG genre. Because the first one to come out is Tower of Druaga. But then, following shortly after it on its heels, we would get the founders of the genre, such as Dragon Slayer by Falcom. We would get Hydlide by T&E Soft. We would get the far less remembered Courageous Perseus. I don't remember Perseus. Courageous Perseus. I don't remember who released that one. 94, that's 2 years before Zelda. Yep. plenty of time to take inspiration, I'll say. And I'll say this right now. That's not the only influential title Zelda took, I'll tell you right now, you want to know another game Zelda took stuff from? Hydlide. I know that game is everybody's favorite whipping boy when it comes to that NES version. But Hydlide is fucking important. And I'm tired of people pretending it's not. Because that game invented shit. Its original release on Japanese PCs is important. And it was actually a pretty fun game for its time on those PCs. The NES port's kind of a fuck-up. It's not a great version of the game. But yeah, Hydlide was definitely an influence on Zelda. And also, Miyamoto actually admitted this particular influence, so this is a confirmed influence. He also admitted that the early Ultima games, like Ultima 1, 2, and maybe a little bit of 3, those were also influences on Zelda, even though those games weren't action RPGs. But the way you ran across the open world, that was inspiration for him. That was also combined with his desire to just make a game that captured how it felt like exploring the countryside when he was a kid. So yeah, there you go. I'm learning you some stuff. Anyway, sales promotions for the pamphlet. This is what I used for the promotional image for this stream. Look at this. In another time, another world, a knight goes to the Tower of Druaga. Another time, another world. I wonder if the devs were watching Streets of Fire recently. Pilots are going to hold down the attack button for attacking. Yes, it is, and I don't think it's unlikely, given how quickly games were made back then and how small they were, I don't think it's unlikely that Hydlide actually took some inspiration for this despite coming out so soon afterwards. Here I come. Make way. Cut down the slimes. Oh, it's the key. With this key, I can go upstairs. Never turn your back on black magic. I found the treasure box. Save me, Mr. Gill. Die, you evil Druaga. To be continued. This is so charming. This part on the back I'm not going to be able to read because this is all going to be in Japanese. Yeah, that's how big the maps are, by the way. That's 3 screens wide. This is why the scrolling tech from Mappy was necessary. There was a Tower of Druaga anime? Yes, there was! But yeah, big maps here that we're going to have to be scrolling through. Is there more here? Oh, sample tips. Not that we'll be able to read any of these to get tips on how to play the game, but yeah. There's a specific way you have to play this game, and it's cryptic as hell. Yeah, look at that dragon fire. That is horrifying. We're going to die a lot. Is this the gallery slideshow? Billy, this is far more than a gallery slideshow. Namco Museum on PS1 meant something. Because it's not just a gallery. You get a whole ass virtual museum to walk around in. Which is what we're looking at right now. So now I think we're gonna see some merchandise now. Yeah, the pop. This is placed on the side of the cabinet to identify the new game. This is not a thing I think most Americans will be familiar with, but it was a thing. It's cute. Let us turn around and look over here. This is gonna be the actual ROM boards. Yeah, look at this. This is the PC. Look at this. Tip switches are on the face of the board. You can see the default settings with the scope option. Let's look at this real quick. I love this sort of stuff. Telling you how to activate the switches to get the correct options. I love this. Pop, what is it? A cup holder? No, it's something you would place on the top of the cabinet so that people could identify it up there at a glance. Because you gotta remember, arcade games in Japan could often use more generic identifications than what we got in America with these. What the fuck was that? Ease for English. Oh, that's the trailer for the patch. I was so confused. It's a banner. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I love looking at these boards. These are fun. What's over here? Tower of Druaga buttons for Kai, Gil, and the Wax. I'm not sure what you can call it. It's the dragon. Qwox. I'm gonna go with Qwox. That sounds not as lame. A Tower of Druaga figure. It's a keychain containing dice. That is adorable. And here we have a how to play and a tips. We have to look at this. Not because I don't know how to play the game, it's only because it's going to give you guys an idea of how the game works. Let's look at how to play first. Alright, so attack the enemies with your sword and block spells with a shield. Find the key to unlock the door and exit the floor. Each floor has a treasure box containing a necessary item to clear the game. Perform a creation command to make these appear. History of Tower of Druaga. Here we go. This is gonna be fun. You guys ready? It was released as an action RPG in 1984. It was a very unique game and difficult to finish. The new game style and storyline attracted people to play it again and again. There's a secret message. If you finish the 60th floor, a secret message will appear on this screen. That's fun. Alright. Now let's go look at the tips. See what this game has for tips. Tip 1. When time is running out, the will-o-wisp will appear. The blue ones move counterclockwise, the red ones move clockwise. Pickaxe. If you have it, you can break the wall by swinging the sword. You will lose it if you use it on an outside wall. The magician spells. The spells are different colors. White, blue, green spell. Each spell has different powers. How to kill the knight. You can kill them by crossing them with your sword, but you will also be damaged. The left side of your character is protected from the enemy spells when the sword is drawn. Not too many great tips here. So yeah, there we go. That's some stuff. So this little thing about how to play here gave you a little bit of history, but I feel like I have to fill some things in real quick here. So there was a very specific way this game was meant to be played, because this game does not give you any hints on how to proceed at all. There's no in-game hints on how you proceed through the Tower of Druaga. And the ways you get to the end of the game and get the necessary treasures to finish are cryptic as hell. Like, there's no way you'd guess some of this shit. It would just be done through trial and error. And you might be thinking, well, that seems unfair and cryptic, but you're not thinking of the exact time frame Tower of Druaga came out in. Also, here you go. Check this out. The room they put the machine in. You can't even, I don't even think there's a way to look up at, oh, there we go, I pressed the triangle button to look up. So there you go. Druaga himself. That's the final boss of the game. The original metagame, pre-internet. Yeah, kinda. It was meant to have everyone in the arcade working on it together, trading tips, figuring out secrets. This game actually has infinite continues, technically, and it's meant, you're gonna die playing this, so you're meant to put more coins in and keep playing. It's a puzzle. This game is a puzzle. And if you look here, this right here is why you would have needed that pop stand. Because these sort of cocktail cabinets were not uncommon in Japan. So that would help you identify the game. So let's jump into this game finally. Let me show you the Tower of Druaga. I have not played this in a while. I've also never finished it, actually. I've tried to a couple times, and I would always get thwarted by something or another. One time I had my PlayStation crash. We'll play on my Q file. Alright, here we go. The Tower of Druaga from 1984. Alright, so we're going to check out the story here first. And then I have my walkthrough open already, because this is going to get really bullshit really fast. Alright, just gotta wait for that thing to pop up. You have the power to climb the... You have the power to climb the tower. Yes. Remember, this game is completely different from many other arcade games. Yes. And it's highly influential. Here we go. Another time, in another world. The blue crystal rod kept the kingdom in peace, but the evil demon Druaga hid the rod and the maiden Kai in a tower. The prince Gilgamesh wore gold armor and attacked monsters to help Kai in the Tower of Druaga. Alright, let's get this started. Let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all, guys. Alright, we're in. So, the goal of the game is to collect the key to open that door and advance to the next level. However, every floor, almost every floor, has a hidden treasure chest you need to find to get a necessary item to finish the game. To start with, you're gonna need to kill some of these slimes here. I would really like that slime to get up here, please. Okay, hold on. I didn't really want the... Okay, please tell me the treasure chest popped up. This treasure chest is actually easy to find because all you have to do to make it appear is, all you have to do... Oh, there it is down there. All you have to do is kill 3 slimes. What you're going to do, you're gonna do anyway. That's easy to figure out. Now we're going to get this, and this gives us our first pickaxe. This will allow us to break a wall, and we can use it twice before it breaks, twice on any floor before it breaks, and it's lost forever. We do not want to lose it forever or else we can't beat the game. So I use it very sparingly. We also can't use it on the outside edge of the wall. Anyway, let us beat our first stage. Right, gallery though? Sonic collection you used to have? I have that collection, Billy. It's a good one. I like that they have all those old Archie Sonic comics on it. That's really fun. Alright. Now for this stage, our next goal is to kill, I believe, 2 black slimes. This is going to give us a very important item that a lot of people don't get, and they kind of give up on the game first. Because one of the first criticisms you're going to have with this game if you're playing it is the fact that it's fucking slow. Look at how slow Gil moves here, right? Like, this is almost unbearably slow. But on this very second stage, you get an item to help with that. Yeah, first of its kind, it has this magic touch to it. Well, it's kind of like you took Pac-Man and tried to turn it into an RPG. And the idea of an action RPG, and even an RPG, was still new at the time. Like, RPGs were just becoming a big deal in Japan. There we go. That should have made the treasure chest pop up, I believe. Yeah, 2 black slimes. So the treasure chest is somewhere in here. I'm going to grab the key here for... Actually, no. We're running out of time. The will-o-wisps are about to pop up. Which is going to make my life hard. Oh, there it is. Okay, I want that. You guys are going to watch this. Watch this. Because you want that treasure chest. Here we go. And I am moving way faster than before. I don't think I can get out of the way of that. Yep. Ugh, damn it. It's our first death. It will not be our last. I'll tell you that for free. But I think we're going to get more points this way. So let's continue on. And notice how much faster we're moving now. This makes the game so much more playable just because we're moving faster. And I think you get another speed upgrade later. So this is helpful. Anyway, I've got the key, I've got the treasure. We're ready to go to the next floor. This is easy so far. You know? Kill slimes, get treasure. That's simple. Oof. This always spawns for your starting position. Thank you! I forgot about that. The treasure... this is the healing potion. Okay, this is easy. We have to defeat one of the blue knights. Which one it is random, though. Awesome! We got that right off the bat. Thank you for reminding me that's where my treasure chest spawns. That's good. Alright, we got the healing potion. That's gonna help us. Now we just make our way over to the key in the door and we'll be done with this stage. Easy peasy. I had a feeling the slime was gonna move that way. Alright, floor 4! Alright, we need this bell. This is important. I don't think I turned off the triggers for you, Billy. I just showed you that I could turn them off. Did I forget to turn them back on? That's the question here. Did I forget to turn them back on this screen? Hold on. Yeah, I forgot to turn them back on. They're back on now. No, I haven't banned you from the triggers yet. I turned them off all the way.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
There it is. Just don't be annoying with them.
Fuck!
You be annoying with them, I'll turn them back off. Anyway, continuing. Ah, oh, fuck. I got sniped by the wizard. You bitch. Well, there goes that potion. Okay. For this stage, though, we just have to pass over the door. So let's find the door and be very careful. I can block the wizard magic with my shield. I just gotta be quick. Here we go. Fuck! I did not draw my sword fast enough. That's on me. Continuing to die. Yes, indeed. Okay, we gotta come back here once I pass over the door, because to unlock the treasure on this floor, you pass over the door. Which, again, any player would do. But notice how they're already making it a little more cryptic than before. They're saying if you want that treasure for this stage, you pass over that door before you pick up that key. And once again, this is a very important item to help us get through. Alright, hold on. That pause menu is not in the original Japanese. Okay, let me see here. Welcome to Tower. Wasting that free life too quickly. I got sniped. You all saw it. Anyway, a key while it's off screen. Yes, this is useful because we can tell where the key is. So there we go. We have the belt. Ha! Fuck you, wizard. Fuck! I didn't. You know what? We're gonna start from the beginning here. That was not a great start. So we're gonna go back to the start and we're gonna do that again. I can do better than that. Now, technically, you get your score back whenever you beat a stage you died on. Can you stop playing the song and get me to the continue screen? There we go. I'm trying to remember how you continue in this. That's important, because the continuing is actually something we want to do. Anyway, we started here, gotta kill 2 slimes, and then our first chest will spawn, and we want that. Here we go. And again, you see how much slower we are here at the start. The slowness on this first stage is honestly one of the things that makes restarting painful. Aha! Alright, now I just gotta go grab that chest and, make our way. Oh, no, I have to kill 3. That's a pain in the ass. We have to go all the way over there to kill 1. There we go. I got this song stuck in my head all the time. There we go. We need that pickaxe. It's a jovial little tune, yes. Alright, let's go grab that key and then get the hell out of here, because... Oh, man, we're gonna die before we get over there, unless... Oh, wait, I'm right. No! Hey! Hey, that's not cool! That's right, this game's a bitch. How silly of me to forget so soon.
Dicks! You're all dicks!
Indeed. Wow. I was gonna break a hole through the wall with my pickaxe. Because I have the one use of it. I could have done that and not been any worse for the journey. And that red wisp had to come out of nowhere and just crush all my hopes and dreams. Go figure, am I right? Alright, 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 alright. Here we go. We gotta kill 2 black slimes. And then we'll get the speed upgrade that makes this game so much more bearable. Why is there one more here? Okay. That's fine, I'll kill him. Get down here, you little bastard. Alright, where's the other slime? Thank you for the clip. That was a very clippable moment, I won't lie. I don't have to go this way. Where the hell is another one of these black slimes? Of course, it's gonna make me walk all the way across all parts of the screen. Here we go. Die, black slime. There we go. And we can get the key while we're over here, grab the boots, and probably die to another will-o-wisp. It's actually really hard to survive these first few stages, just because of these stupid will-o-wisps. Because they start showing up and chasing you down. Yeah, see, like that one up there. Run! Run! And here comes the red one. Oh, fuck. Ha-ha! A daring escape. Alright, to get the potion, we have to kill one of these knights. Which one it is random, but we'll go find him. Oh, okay, there's one. Come here, buddy. It's not that one, so it's the other one. Alright, he's down there. Move. There we go. There we go. There we go. I only have one use of that per floor, so I gotta be careful about it. There's our key. Alright. Time to go. We're actually gonna get a decent score bonus for this stage, so that's nice. Awesome. Alright, floor 4. Here we go. Alright, just gotta pass over the door down there. Ah! That was very close. These wizards are the bane of my existence. God damn it. Bulldog man, you'd sit there and hand feed the kibble steak, you just kept throwing them everywhere. Sounds like a little brat of a dog. Alright. Try that again. Fuck you, wizard. There. So we need to go get the key. Yeah, speaking of Zelda inspirations, those wizards do the exact same thing the Wizards do in Zelda. Okay, we got the key. Let's get the fuck out of here. There we go. Wizard needs food. Wizard needs my ass. Alright. Block 3. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Alright. Here's where the game starts getting bullshit. Already on floor 5. You ready? You ready for this? To get the swords we need to finish the game, we must... To get this first sword, the white sword. Lock and break up with your shield, you're not attacking. Yeah, that's where it gets to be a pain in the ass. You ready? Block 3 spells from a wizard while walking. Movement is not necessary. However, all that is required is to be holding the joystick in one direction. You can be walking into a wall while you block the spell, the sword drawn into the other side, or you're not be blocking anything. So, to do this, I have to make sure I'm walking when I block his spell. So, you notice how many of them there are. Okay, we already got it, so that turned out fine. But that's the start of this game getting kind of bullshit. Also, notice how many wizards there are. I did not mean to walk into the slime. Another influence is... Yeah, exactly. No, I wholeheartedly believe this game influenced Zelda to an insane degree. But yeah, this floor with all of its wizards spawning is definitely a handful. Ooh, I would have died there in that crossfire. This is the first part of the game where you start to realize that having your sword drawn all the time is actually a bad idea. Ooh, that was close. Alright, there's the door. Oh my gosh. We have escaped. Alright, didn't mean to walk in the slime pit. I heard that one. I am my drippings with goo. Touch the top outer wall. This is an easy one. It should be. There it is. Okay, gotta wait for the fire to get out of the way. Stop that. Ah! Fuck you. Yeah. We gotta have this candle to see the ghosts that are on the next floor. Okay, we'll continue from here. If I remember how to continue. Hold on. there's a specific thing you do to continue in this. Hold on. Give me a second. The damn fire, too. Yep. Oh, those wizards are some of the worst enemies in the game. They will end you. Hold on here. Continue. For Tower of Druaga, yes. After game over, enter the credits and then press and hold the X, circle, X, or square buttons. Then press start. Okay, so I just gotta hold a button while I do that. Okay. That's easy. There you go. So we can continue. We're on floor 6. So here we go. Let's do this. Alright, we already have the candle from floor 6, right? So we're good to escape. Just gotta get to the damn key first. Bitch. There we go. Alright, floor 7. Okay, we need this next pickaxe. Oh, we got an extra life. Ain't that great. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, okay, so here we go. So to get the silver pickaxe that is on this floor, you need it. It can be used 2 to 4 times without breaking it, which is a little tricky. I still try to only use it once, personally. But you don't want to lose it. That's the problem. The number of times it can be used before it breaks is chosen randomly before each floor. It's always 4 in the Famicom version, which is a nice little change of pace. It can be used once before and twice after collecting that without any risk of breaking. So we can use it once before we get to the chest and twice afterwards. So that's what we're gonna stick with. That's our safe number. To get it, we break the copper pickaxe, which, as we established, there's an easy way to do that. There we go. That's counterintuitive, though. You have to break a precious item to get the next step. Not something the player would necessarily think to do at first. There we go. So we kill that guy. And make our way down to the next door. Alright, floor 8. The power potion increases Gil's energy for the remainder of the floor was collected on. This allows Gil to take more into fighting knights. It's not usually worth the effort of collecting. Okay. Yeah, see? Why are there so many fucking wizards? Gosh. This is why I don't blame Lise for hating mages the way she does. I was trying to turn. I was not trying to walk there. Alright. Here we go again. Letting us know there's a key in that direction. That's what that sound means. Ah! Oh, that was very undesirable. You don't know what's with boom boxes? I fucking hate mages. Alright, here we go again. One more time. Let's see if we can do this without dying. Tower of Druaga, ladies and gentlemen. And then while you evolve these enemies, well, trying to figure out what to do with each floor. Yes. On the other hand, we got my highest score yet. That's great. Alright. Oh, we were only on... There we go. We're on floor 8. We don't even need to get this stupid power potion, by the way. It's not necessary to beat the game. Because it only matters for this one floor. All we need to do here is get to the key. I mean, I got it for free there, so I might as well pick it up. Okay, there's the route. There's the route. There's the route. Fuck off. Gosh, okay. we go. Next floor. Floor 9. Haha! Potion of energy drain. Alright, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this at all. This we just have to find the key and get out. The potion of energy drain is a negative power-up. You don't want this. Oh, this is the first floor with the ghosts, who also shoot magic. Oh! Ah! No! This is such horse shit. Ah! Right in front of the key. Oh my gosh. No, stop with the damn fire. I should just use the pickaxe to get through one of these walls. Fucking finally! Floor 10! We need this gauntlet. We need this gauntlet. To do this, we just block a spell from a red slime. Because yes, red slimes can also use spells. This is an easy one though. So, do it. Do it. Fuck. I didn't have the energy for it.
Oh, there, I finally get him. That was
Nice.
actually closed now.
Cool. Okay.
Why on earth they didn't give the mech all those needs?
I don't know why the slimes aren't shooting spells at me. They need to.
Are you using
Off my keyboard?
a C?
I mean, it might be.
keyboard.
It might be off the. It might be off the hard keyboard, maybe. Shoot me, damn it! I'm here. Do it now. Fuck! That's not what I wanted to do. See, we literally have to bait a slime into shooting us with its spell. Alright, back to floor 10. And again, reminder, there were no hints. The way you were expecting to figure this out back in the day was to talk with other people who were playing the arcade games, see who possibly lucked around it, which when you have thousands of people playing the same game, the potential of somebody lucking across the secret is statistically higher than you would think. But then, you would have to know the person who gave that information. The information would have to spread by word of mouth. And then, and only then... Come on, I'm right here! This has become disadvantageous. Ah! I only have enough energy to kill one of those knights. And of course, I wasn't standing there when he shot the spell. Why would I be? gosh. What? Bullshit, right as I turn around. Oh, and of course they put both of them right there. Okay, do it. Thank you! Fucking finally. And now, no mercy. Half of American games had laser discs like Dragon's Lair for your equivalent to this. Yes, Dragon's Lair is probably the closest equivalent. And I believe that the problems a lot of modern players have with Dragon's Lair are the exact same problems people have figuring this one out. Because with Dragon's Lair, it was always, you had to figure out the exact right thing to do in each scenario. Shot from behind by a slime. Damn it. I am so glad the slimes in Legend of Zelda don't shoot lasers at you. That would make this the worst. Alright, floor 11. We're moving to the next page of the walkthrough. We got a 1-up, that's not going to do us much good. Alright, we have to touch the bottom outer wall. Easy enough. Of course, there's a bunch of annoying wizards on this stage, but still. Stupid. You can also make some comparisons to the way a lot of American kids experienced Legend of Zelda as a kid, because there was word-of-mouth stuff that these kids were, that those kids would trade, like, secrets about, you know? The other way people would learn how to play the game was through, guidebooks, like, tip books that could be bought. That was the other way this game was, figured out. Yeah, see how the wizards make having to deal with any slime suddenly way more treacherous? Because the wizard can pop up anywhere and completely nail you while you're trying to... Druaga's got freaking slimes with freaking laser beams. Yes. I don't know why I'm entering my name each time on these. Yeah, we'll just go with Q until I beat the game, and then we can put the full thing in. Oh my gosh. Double team you in that case. Yep. Alright. We already got the candle here, so Druaga 1, Shaggy 0. Druaga has several points, frankly. This game is not easy. But yeah, we got the better candle, I'm pretty sure. Although the candles... Fuck you! Yeah, we got the better candle. I know that for a fact. We already got that treasure chest. So, honestly, my goal here should just be to get the key and get the fuck out. Yeah, the key's in this direction, I can tell. Where is it? It's up there. I hate these hallways. No! It's like a really unforgiving gauntlet. Yes, also welcome in, Draken. The candles fuck you. Everything in this game fucks you. That's just how Druaga do. By the way, if I break these pickaxes at any point, I will have to start the game over again. There's no way to finish it without those pickaxes. Oh, I can't wait till I get that weapon that lets me use my sword more quickly. Here we go. We literally just have to get the candle and get to the end, dude. That's all we have to do. Oh wow, they even just spawned me right there as if to taunt me. Okay, floor 12. Okay. We need this armor. We're going to have to make a gray wizard appear in the bottom row. So first of all, we have these gray wizards that break shit. Okay, that should make it appear. Okay, okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here while the going's good. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. That was really close. Alright, floor 13. Alright, defense area, which is spell will be blocked. That's great. Pass through the door, then defeat every enemy. Okay, so we have to pass through the door, and then we can defeat all the enemies. We can kill some of the enemies before we pass over the door, but we can't kill all of them before that. This, by the way, is where it's going to get difficult. This is our first really hard challenge. Fuck. Speaking of me screwing that over, I'm going to have to kill myself in order to uncollect the key. We don't want that key. Anyway, we have to find the door, we have to pass over it, and we have to kill every enemy. In the case of those wizards, that's the hard part. Fuck. We're gonna be on this floor for a bit. I'll tell you that for free. Fuck! I did not want to walk into the fire. Shield works sideways and your sword is out. Yeah! You didn't know that? That's an old trick. Been using that trick for a long time. I know all these tricks for this game, yet I still haven't beaten it. Oh, what? Guess one of them shot a spell at me. That's okay, we'll do it. It's been a good while since you played this. Oh, same for me, I just remember some of the tricks. Floor 13 again. Yeah, yeah. The fact that it demands I pass through the door before killing all enemies, that's what makes this level hard. Because killing wizards is one of the hardest things you can do in this game. Oh, did I kill him? I think I got him. Not collect the key. Fuck! I tried to press down. Highest floor I've ever reached, somewhere around floor 50, I think. I made it far. I've seen the dragons. I've seen the dragon enemies. And I've seen them a couple times. Ugh, okay. Like, I know I'm, like, complaining a bit about some of the unfair parts of this game, but I think you guys can tell I do genuinely like this game. It's difficult. I've reached near the top, then. Yes, I've reached near the top. Because there's 60 floors in the whole game. I apologize for the crackling, guys. I wish I could fix that. One of those assholes. Oh, come on! The fact that they'll sometimes cast the fire directly in front of themselves. Come on. That's a really bad spot to be in. We need to find that door. The hell is it? Fuck. Damn it. Oh, man. Okay, let's keep going. I'm not promising we'll beat this tonight either, because there is stuff I'd like to do tonight. I know Fred's doing one of his B-movie shows. And those are always fun. Alright, we passed over the door. The problem is that the wizards disappear so quickly after casting their magic spell that really the only way I can get them is by nailing them with a shield from the side and then running into them. You fucking asshole. Hit me with the fire spell from the correct angle, you dick me. Ah, dang it. I was trying to turn. It didn't work. Come on. I just need to kill a wizard. Damn it! Oh, I think I killed one. Where are you? Come on, you bastard. Nope, okay, both of them are still out. Fuck you. I could have ran into it. Because how compelling a game is and player profanity, this one seems high. Oh, I've constantly described this one to people as one of my most love-hate games ever. Like, I love this game, but I hate its guts. It is brutally unfair. It does not leave any room for the player to fuck up. I love it. It's... Okay, let's keep going. Ah, come on. Getting these wizards is going to be the task of a lifetime here. Fuck. I'm just not moving fast enough for them. Like, with how quickly they appear and cast their fire spell. Damn it! You're a wizard, motherfucker. No, they're wizards. I am a sad little dude in gold armor. He keeps getting his shit rocked. I can't draw my sword fast enough. There really is only one option here, and it's to block their spells with my side shield and then go in for the kill. Damn it. I've done this before, by the way, so it's not impossible. Just, it's fucking annoying. It's really hard to turn yourself sideways in the hallways. Like, you press the button and the controller thinks you want to keep moving forward. Because you can only turn at corners. Damn it, I could have gotten him there. This seems like a good spot to camp out, honestly. Damn it. Didn't throw his fire spell fast enough. Come on. Right here. Do it. You! He was too far away for me to get that either. They must have munched a ton of quarters back in there. You have no idea. I'm thinking maybe being in a corner spot would be the best area to take out the wizards. And I mean like the corner area. Of the whole map. Fuck you, if I just walk forward a little further. Yeah, no, it munched a lot of quarters because it had thousands of people playing it, all trying to figure out its secrets. This thing generated a fortune for Namco. Like, this thing has a super dedicated legacy in Japan. It ain't no small deal. Got one, got one, got one! Time to get this stupid wizard. Show up in this space. I fucking dare you. Show up here. Show up in this spot. No, not there. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on. Come on. Come on. We're gonna get killed by one of these will-o-wisps before I do anything. Oh, you cocksucker. Need a strategy guide? Because it's the thing that... Wire, what do you think I have on my second screen? Also, welcome in, buddy. I figured you'd have something to say about this game. Yeah, no, dude. I have the strategy guide open on my other screen. I am actively trying to get the chest on this place. The trick is that to get this chest, you pass over the door, and then you have to kill all the enemies on the floor without getting the key first. Problem is, two of the enemies you have to kill here are the fucking fire wizards. And wizards in this game are really fucking difficult to kill because of shit like that. They cast their spell and then they almost instantly vanish. Trust me, I know how to play this one. I'm not a newbie to this. This is actually one of my favorite Namco games. Mind you, I haven't finished it because the one time I got close to finishing it, the PlayStation actually crashed. Which is really frustrating because I was that close. Like, I had this thing, man. Damn it, I could have gotten him there. I'm gonna get murked by the will-o-wisp before I do anything else here. Damn it, I could have gotten him there too. Ah, here comes the red one to end my day. Or the blue one. Whichever one. Whichever one makes its way over to me first. Damn it. Figure you got one out, but explain for chat. Yes. Oh, I've been talking about it the whole night. I've been going all over the history of this one. Like, I love this game, dude. It is one of my favorites. I love it for its history. I find the gameplay compelling. Don't get me wrong, this game is frustrating, but I find it frustrating for the right reasons in a lot of instances. Obviously, I can't have the experience of solving the game as a kind of a effort, like I would back in the day. But I have the walkthrough open, so you know I can do that at least. And I find the solving of secrets and the ridiculous combat requirements to be very compelling. No forums, no game FAQs, no internet, and no hope of doing anything but burn your quarters and learn where everything is, and have a friend map this out of paper for you for that on math grid paper. Yeah, now imagine that on like a community level. That's what this game was in Japan. This had hundreds of people trying to figure it out. People writing down their writing down the maps and the hints and how things worked, like the secrets they found, trading secrets, buying whatever hint guys they could get. Like using other players like a server farm. Yes, that is very much what it was like, and it's just a cool piece of history to read about. Like, I respect the hell out of just what this game even was. Like, it's so cool, man. I have a massive soft spot for this and for Valkyrie no Boken on the Famicom. I find both of those games very compelling. I enjoy them a lot. Now, if these wizards could just spawn in a really nice spot where I could actually hit them with the stupid spell thing, whatever, the sword, that'd be great. Damn it. Yeah, writing down like the fatalities and the special moves and whatnot. Yeah, because that information wasn't given to you straight up. You had to solve some of that yourself. My copy of... Yeah, of course I'm going to pause the game to get up for this. My copy of Eternal Champions on Hidden Codes. Yes, the Hidden Codes. Hold on, here we go. My copy of Eternal Champion for Sega CD. they tell you your characters have moves in here. Like, let me find my guy, Rax. I play as Rax. Here we go. They'll show you how to do some of the moves, see? But then other moves, they'll tell you what they do. They won't tell you how you do them. The game will also tell you about hidden characters and the fatalities and whatnot. All of that is hidden information that they wanted you to find out by playing the game. Video games don't do that anymore. Oh, come on, he's a cyborg kickboxer. Of course I'm playing as him. I love Rax. He's awesome. One of my favorite characters in the game. I also like Larson. I think Larson's a cool character. Oh, man. Alright, so here we go again. Back on this bullshit. I'm not going to beat this game tonight. I'm already running out of time for the evening. I just wanted to play a little bit of this and kind of show it off. We will finish this some night. I'm going to be practicing it off stream too. I want to actually get this one down. Hey, Falco, welcome in. Oh, you got to remember to hold down the button while I continue. Man, I don't know if I can go over the whole history of this one just for you, Falco. I might have to tell you about it some other time, but we've been playing a very historically significant game tonight. I just got murked by a wizard. Falco, to make it very simple for you, without the game we're playing right now, there very likely would be no Ys, no Hydlide, no Secret of Mana, no Legend of Zelda. None of that would have existed without this game. And I maintain, by the way, that it's borderline confirmed Zelda took inspiration from this, because there's things in it that are just too similar. I mean, these wizards are basically the wizard robes, right? But then there's actually an interview between the creator of this game, Masanobu Endo, and Shigeru Miyamoto. Like there's an interview that confirms Miyamoto was playing this, that Miyamoto liked this game, thought it was cool. Absolutely, he was inspired by this while making Zelda. Not a question in my mind. Right down to the cryptic hints that are in the original Zelda, the wizard robes, the way you use your shield, the block, like it's too similar. I will fight people who say that Zelda was not inspired by this, because they're ignorant fools who don't learn from history. Alright, let's keep going. Now, currently on this floor, the cryptic bullshit for this floor to unlock the treasure chest is I have to pass over the exit door, and then I have to kill every enemy. I can kill some enemies before I pass over the exit door, but basically before I kill everything, I have to pass over the exit door. The problem here is that the enemies on this floor are these little blue slimes that shoot magic spells. And more annoying, these fire mages. Because these fire mages show up, they shoot their spell, and then they, oh wait. They shoot the spell, and then they vanish. My main hope to kill one of these guys is that they show up in this area so I can quickly dodge around a corner and hit them. But they really don't want to do that. Oh, we got him! Okay, we got one. We got one! Come on. Do it. Do it, you dick. No, not down there. Do it. Come on, I'm here. Come on, do it now! Fuck. Almost got him. Yes, I did. I actually watched it this morning, Billy. Good video. I'm enough of a nerd to say that I have, in fact, I was aware of all those Power Ranger knockoffs he talked about. I thought it was cool how he managed to get the history of them down, right? Like I didn't expect him to mention how close Samurai Cyber Squad was to the original show. So it was cool to see him mention that. The fact that they actually translated the basic plot of the show into the American version, that's one of the things I find really cool about Cyber Squad. Yeah. No, I know what he watched. I know what he made. I watched it. It's good. It's good stuff. Cecil always makes like really good, well-researched videos. Although I'm sure Wirebrain understands what I'm about to say here. His pronunciation of Subaraya Pro. He went on a screen in TV. His pronunciation of Subaraya Pro actually sent me into a laughing fit. I'm not even mad. I actually busted out laughing because... How do you... I don't know, maybe I'm just too deep into this weeb shit. It doesn't seem like a hard word to read. Tsuburaya. That sounds easy to me, but... Oh, it was so funny. Damn it, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that he mispronounced it that way because it was so funny. Damn it. But yeah, it was a good video. I enjoyed it. I actually hung out on Cecil's stream yesterday and watched him play a bunch of PS1 games. He played Vagrant Story for a bit, which is a game I've always wanted to try. He played Einhander as well. That was cool. I didn't catch every game he was playing. He played a lot of different things, but while I was watching that, I was also hanging out on my call with Lise, talking to her about all kinds of stuff. I wound up watching her play a bit of Dragon Quest Monsters, which is fun because that's one of the games that we actually bonded over when we first met, which is nice. Never saw the original series. It's easy to find. If you want to watch Gridman, it's actually really easy to find. The original Gridman is, I think it's up streaming somewhere. Check out that fancy one you touched on. Mystic Knights of Tir Nanog. That's on YouTube. You can find it. It's a weird one. I do admire the ambition behind it. He also mentioned WMAC Masters, and I think that would make Sayla very happy to know, because I know she likes that show. Fuck. I hate wizards so much. The wizards are the fucking worst in this game. Alright. Okay, let's see. I don't want that key yet. If I collect that key, my quest is already over. Now when I say key, I'm not talking about Kai, the maiden prince. I didn't step down. Stupid game. Yes, Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. That's certainly a show. SSS Gridman triggered by anime which brings back the plot. I need to watch that at some point. I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch it and then I don't. Man, if the key wasn't right there, that would be the best place to, like, can the slimes, like, take out some more doors over there? If they take out a few more doors, that would be the perfect spot to farm those stupid wizard bastards. Come on. More doors, please. Fuck. This is a really advantageous maze setup, but if I game over, it's gonna get undone. Come on. Yeah, see this right here? This. Dude, knock out a few more walls here. Come on. My best bet here is to have a wizard cast a spell around a corner and for me to jump in there and gank him. That is the best case scenario here. Yeah, see this right here, this little figure 8 pattern? That's a great spot. This little spot here, all these walls knocked out. This would be fantastic. As long as that doesn't happen. Mutation probably the better. I mean, Next Mutation is not really a good show either way. I mean, most of what he touched weren't great shows. I mean, he talked about Tattooed Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. That is not a good show by any stretch of the imagination. Funny, but not necessarily good. Damn it! Ah, I hesitated. I shouldn't do that. The antisocial arcade who teams up with the villain is cute, but angry girl with glasses. Yeah. No TMNT show story with a girl turtle is good. I'm afraid to ask what other ones there are besides Venus de Milo and Danica. Those are the only two girl turtles I'm aware of. One from the IDW comics, the other from a stupid TV show. I'm scared to ask if there are others I missed. On the other hand, I will not tolerate Rise of the TMNT slander in this house. That cartoon's actually pretty good. Which is hilarious, because I thought it was going to be dog shit when I first saw it. Turns out first impressions can be deceiving. Can't risk using the pickaxe anymore. On. There's still a blue slime out there too. Man, they're just not going to show up where I need them to, are they? Oh, now he shows up there. And I'm about to get murked by this thing. Fucker. That's it, Venus in Jamaica. Maybe follow up to Mayhem will have one that works. I have no idea. No one likes Jalico. Jenica. Jenica is it's the IDW female turtle. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people don't like her because she's essentially a Mary Sue insert character. Which sucks, because I feel like you could do... a girl turtle character well, but you can't just insert her in the story and be like, now we have a girl turtle, we're inclusive. You can't do it like that. There has to be, like, something good about it. Oh my gosh, we got one of the wizards. Come on. I just need to get one more. There's only 2 wizards in the whole stage. As long as I can kill both of them, we'll be good. Yes! Ha-ha! Got this, man. We got this by the ass. That was very close. Alright, there's got to be another slime around here. Where is he? Nope, we got them all! Ha-ha! Victory is ours! We got the shield. So we don't have to do this ever again. I see what you're doing now. And yeah, Mona Lisa, I like Mona Lisa. She was like she's a gecko, right? She was from the original show. Oh my gosh. There we go. We did it. We got it. That was excellent. Stage 14. What bullshit do I gotta deal with on this floor? Okay. Dragon Potion. With this, you'll be granted the ability to slay a dragon with one hit. However, it will disappear when you do so. Additionally, version-specific methods may necessitate collecting this treasure before the following floor. For the arcade version, we have to wait until the timer reaches 50,000. Okay. Is there a dragon on the next floor? There is a dragon on the next floor. I don't have to kill the dragon to get it, though, so we might leave that. A gecko or a lizard girl. Yes. I like Usagi Yojimbo in almost anything he's in, except for that Netflix show. To be fair, that's like a soft sequel type thing, but doesn't mean I have to like it. Here we go. But yeah, okay. Next floor does have a dragon, but I don't have to kill this to get it. Oh wow, floor 15 is gonna have some bullshit. Okay, anyway. So to get this next one, I just have to survive a certain amount of time. Which is just as well. Yeah, this has the stupid orange wizard who can shoot through walls. Don't like that. Ah! Thought that was gonna happen. Okay. Fuck. This is gonna make surviving this floor really hard. See? This game. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I know Fred's planning to start a show around 9 o'clock, so we won't be playing this for too much longer. But I do want to practice this and get better at it. That's not an example of getting better at it. Because I'd like to actually finish this one someday. Preferably on a stream where I have more time and I don't have other people doing things I'd like to go see. That said, the break I've taken from streaming has given me some time to, it's given me some time to kind of readjust some schedules in my life to fix a few things, so I might be able to do more streams going forward. I just gotta make sure I have things balanced out properly. Stupid bitch-ass ghost. Probably the smartest idea to just stick around here. Keep an eye out for the... Oh! Fuck! I thought I had that blocked. I don't really care. I don't care which one's the worst one, actually. Getting better, bro? Let's show them what magic can do, dog. Yeah, seriously. No, I unless there's an enemy I'm forgetting about later. There might be, because I haven't played this in a bit. But I do recall the wizards being, like, the biggest pieces of shit in this game. Fuck, I should have just turned to block that. Fuck. Really? Beetleborgs is another one you touched on. Yeah, you all know I don't like Beetleborgs, but that's because I just wasn't in the right age range for that when I was introduced to it. I was already a teenager. Not for me. I did not watch it as a kid. I missed out on that one entirely. Was it for Jay Leno? Okay, I understand you're making reference to Flabber, but, like, that has nothing to do with anything, dude. Get it? You have magic. How many more magic spells do you have to cast? Probably for the best I just hunker down in this corner and pay careful attention to any wizards incoming. Fuck! Right as the timer was getting down to the right part. I really wish I could solve that crackling, guys. It's the capture card, it's giving out. Jay Elvis against the Tonight Show. Alright, continuing on. Oh, damn it. Okay. What you do, don't fuck it up. Alright. This next one's weird. You ready? Plutonium Nyborg. Alright, as you approach the Blue Knight, draw the sword, pass through him. It takes a couple tries. Basically, my sword has to be, like, on its way out as I pass through the night. This is weird, but I can do it. Also, it's playing the dragon music, so... Yeah, we got a dragon in here. Damn it, why does there have to be a black knight right next to him? There we go. There we go. I got it. Alright, getting the fuck out of here. Oh no, did I break my... Oh no, did I break the... I broke... No! Fuck, I broke the pickaxe. I just saw it. Ah! Well, we can't finish the game now, but we'll keep playing for a bit. Because I do have to wrap up soon enough. The pickaxe went. Fuck. Well, that's the end of this run. Let's continue on, though, for a bit, even though we can't finish the game now, because I'm not going to beat the game tonight, and I'm not going to... Anyway, let's continue on for a bit. We'll see how far we can get before it's the end of this. So, next up, we need the permanent candle, which will let us see this. We have to touch the left and right outer walls. We have to make a full walk around the whole thing. That's cool, but you also distracted me and I died.
Well, the run's already... Anyway.
Yes, the run is already done because I lost my pickaxe.
And I'm trying to find another...
Shut up, I know there's a key on the floor. Wait, no! I broke the wall. I still have the pickaxe. I just can't see it in my inventory. Okay, the run's not over yet. I don't need to kill anything on this run for this to work, so just getting the fuck out will be enough. This fucker needs to stay off my ass. Fuck. But no, I broke that wall there, so we still have the pickaxe, guys. Which means the run's not done yet. I'll prove it again. Look, see? We have it. And if it's a silver pickaxe, that means I can use it at least once per floor without it breaking. Alright, the damn treasure chest should have appeared now. Or maybe not, because... Fuck! Trying for Nightmare of Druaga? I want to play it at some point, because I love the Mystery Dungeon games, I love Druaga. I would love to actually play it, yeah. I need to look up the prices of that one, actually, because I remember seeing it in a shop a while back, and it was not a bad price. It might have gone up since then. look that up right now before I start this next floor. Because I know I can install it on the PS1, or not PS1, the PS2, but at the same time, if I can get a nice copy of it, that'd be nice, because I do like having my copies. Let's see here. Plus, it's a mystery dungeon game. I like those. I like Druaga. Last night, I decided to show my friends why I'll never own a copy of Xenosaga. $80 is the cheapest you can get for that, and that's talking like you get the disc alone, and you don't even know what quality it's going to be in, so yeah, I'm never going to own a copy of Xenosaga. We're going to wait till I have a modded PS1 to do that. Anyway, not Xenosaga, Xenogears, that's what I meant. Although Xenosaga is also expensive from what I remember. Anyway, 20 to 30 for Nightmare? Yeah, that's good. That's a good price. Yeah, I remember seeing that in a local shop for not much, so. Yeah, okay. That's doable. That's... Wow, they must have had a lot of copies, though. Okay, nice. Yeah. I will definitely be picking that up at some point. Alright, anyway, continuing on. We must touch both walls to make this stress... Okay, the fact that they spawned me at this first wall makes it kind of convenient, because I can touch that first wall and move. The problem is that to go get the treasure chest, I have to walk all the way back across the damn map. Ah! Having that night... Oh, wow. This floor is designed diabolically. Like, are you guys picking up on this? To get the chest to appear, you have to touch both walls, right? You don't have to kill any of the enemies. You can actively avoid the wizards. But the minute that knight shows up, if he touches you and your sword's not drawn, it's an instant death. But when your sword's drawn, your front is completely open to magic. You can technically turn your shield away and like block magic with a sideways shield. You can do that, but that's very tricky. And the whole time, you have that silver knight up your ass. That is... Ooh. That is expertly diabolically designed. Mystery Dungeon is an acquired taste. Oh, I know that. I got introduced to it through, I think, what a lot of people were introduced to it with, which was the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, which I fell in love with. But I've also played, like, I've played the Chocobo one on Wii. I played a chunk of Torneko and Sharon the Wanderer. That was with an emulator, but the point is, I'm familiar with them, I like them, and I really wish the Makai Tensho game that plays like a Mystery Dungeon game on the PS2 wasn't in exclusively Japanese. You played Rogue, the original on Mac? That's awesome. Rogue is such an interesting game to talk about. There's so much to start there. Alright, floor 17. Okay, we need the Potion of Unlock because the next floor's treasure will not spawn without it. So, warp the ghost 5 times. Okay, so that means getting him to go through walls. Or, okay, it popped up immediately. But I got killed before I could pick it up. Damn it. But yeah, no, I like Mystery Dungeon a lot. It's a good series. Alright, getting these things to warp should be... Yeah, that's easy. Getting out of here alive, on the other hand, that's the trick, ain't it? Bitch. Whew. You know what I always wanted to play but never had the chance to? I wanted to play Etrian Mystery Dungeon. I never got to pick up a copy of that, but I love the Etrian Odyssey games. And I love Mystery Dungeon, so a Mystery Dungeon game with Etrian Odyssey mechanics sounds legitimately amazing. Fuck. I'd love to see another Mystery Dungeon game get announced soon, honestly. Preferably one that's not Pokemon, because the last Pokemon Mystery Dungeon just... Fuck. Okay, so for context, I adore the original Mystery Dungeon Pokemon games on the Game Boy, right? Like the Game Boy Advance. I think that game's fantastic. There's a couple of DS sequels that were great as well. Starting around the 3DS era, the games started to kind of turn to shit, unfortunately. Damn it. And then they announced a really pretty looking remake of the games that got me into the series, you know, Red Rescue Team. They announced a remake and it looked gorgeous. I love the way it's looked. And then I learned all the shit they were changing for this remake. I believe the first thing they announced that I was willing to accept was, oh yeah, the friend areas that you loved in the original game aren't going to be here. That's too much work to program a separate friend area for each area. Okay, fine. I'll accept that. Oh, I'll have you know, Gates to Infinity was amazing. Anyway, no, the thing they announced that actually made me just not interested in playing it at all with the remake was when they were like, oh, by the way, we're removing the default attack. Because in the original game, you had a default physical attack that cost no resources to use. It dealt minimal damage. It wasn't like super reliable, but if you didn't want to waste your moves on like less powerful enemies and you were willing to tough it out, it was a solid strategy. I used it constantly, especially when level grinding. Like, it was good. The remake decided you don't need that anymore. They axed it entirely. This is after the last couple Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games took your default attack and made it so it dealt just 5 damage. Like, flat, default. It was 5 damage, no matter what. That's already stupid. And I understand why they wanted you to do it. They wanted you to have to use up your resources. It was going to make the game tougher. They didn't want you to have something to fall back on. It's still stupid. When the game worked perfectly the first time out with that, that's not something you have to break. It was also way easier. Well, I don't like that. That's the funny part. Because you're making us rely on our resources more, but you made the game easier. Good pal, Silver Omega Labyrinth. Yes, I've heard about that. I think Silver would love that. Yes. Also, okay, to get the thing here, we don't. We're gonna have to die to get this weapon, to get this item. We have the potion we need for it, but you know what the problem is? We got the potion of unlock, which we need to get the sword on this level, but in order to unlock it, it says do not touch any of the outer walls for 8 to 12 seconds. It spawned me on an outer wall. The treasure chest is never going to pop up. We're gonna have to die and restart the level. And hopefully it pops up and we didn't screw something up and fuck up the entire run and have to go back to the previous floor. That would suck. We gotta get the Dragon Slayer, which, funny enough, there's a sword in this called the Dragon Slayer, because that would be that name became the name of one of the series inspired by this. Dragon Slayer is a cool series of games. I have Xanadu on my Switch. We should stream that at some point. That's a fun one. Archaic, yeah. Oh my gosh, Dragon no To, I'm begging you. Spawn me somewhere where the treasure chest will actually spawn. That's bullshit. Don't touch any outer wall for 8 to 12 seconds. Question, teacher. What do I do if the game spawns me in an area where I'm already touching the wall? Right? Like, I feel like that's a valid concern. Here we go again. Stuff like don't touch. How is anyone supposed to figure that out, right? Again, that's also where the hint books came into play. I'm sure they sold plenty of those. They did, because you can find them. Anyway. Okay, here we go. So all we have to
Dungeons
do
and
is
Dragons
and not
is a
touch
real
those
serious
walls.
problem.
There it is. Okay, cool. And we have the Dragon Slayer, so our run is still going. This is a really bad spot to be in. That motherfucking wizard. Okay, here we go. Next floor, floor 19. Dungeons and Dragons is a real serious problem. It sure is. Open the door, then wait 1 to 3 seconds. Okay. We have to collect this to illuminate the next several floors. There is no other choice. God damn it. So we gotta find the key to open the door, and then we gotta wait a few seconds for the thing to spawn. But yeah, if we don't collect this, the next several floors will be completely dark with no way to beat them. Of course you put the key up in the corner like that. Fuck off. It's almost 9 o'clock, so it's almost time for me to stop playing, but we'll see how far I can get.
What the fuck? There's so much porn! What the fuck?
Explore this floor to find. That's what people don't use very often, partially because it's a hidden command. A hidden command that Billy can't use. Everybody else is free to, though. That dragon is scaring me. I still have to open the door, by the way, which means I have to go touch it, but not enter it. There we go, it's open. It's open, and the wizard killed me. Oh, there's a hidden command you can't use, Billy. That's what it is.
Dicks! You're all dicks!
Yes. Yes, I am. I'll accept that title. Let's try to open this again. Hopefully the game does not make me cross the path of a dragon. That would be no good. Fuck you! St. Patty's dinner's here. Corned beef and carrots and other fun Irish chow. I think we're making shepherd's pie. I'm cool with. Fuck you, Baltimore.
Get angry. You hate my guts, don't you? Get mad. Get mad. Get mad. Get mad. Get so mad. It drives you mad.
Alright, let's see here. Guess I know the key's that way. That's also where the dragon is. I can technically kill the dragon in one hit, but I'd rather not waste my, Fuck! Oh yeah, of course I played Splatterhouse. I played all 3 of them. Splatterhouse is a great series. No, actually, all 4 of them, because I played Wanpaku Graffiti on the Famicom as well. Those are good games. I like them. Never played the 2010 remake. I have no idea if I'd like that or not. 5. Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna bring up the remake, but I played Splatterhouse 1, 2, 3, and Wanpaku Graffiti. Never played the remake. I like Wanpaku Graffiti though. Damn it! Do I have the Roy mask too? Nope, I just have that Jason mask. I'm not like Pete. I don't make these masks. This is just one I got. Pete actually makes his own masks, which is fucking awesome. Good friends working that one? Awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm not opposed to playing it, by the way. That's I'm not saying that. I just haven't played it. Stop doing that! Spawn in Soul Calibur? I mean, yeah, he is. Oh, was that the commercial that played? Yes. Spawn was in Soul Calibur. Namco also helped produce a Spawn PS2 game, which I've never played. Damn it. No, I put a lot. That playlist up there is mostly my Namco commercials, plus a few other things I felt fit the vibe. I went for like old arcade stuff, some anime that I felt fit the vibe. Where is that damn door? It's up there. The Spawn PS2 game became ugh. Oh, that's not good. Okay. It had to have been better than the PS1 game, okay? I refuse to accept that could have been worse than the PS1 game, because that PS1 game is dog shit. It had to be at least passable. Of course they spawned me right here where the dragon is. I'm gonna have to use my pickaxe to get out of this. I don't want to kill the dragon. We just have to get the key and open the door. That's all we have to do. We have to open the door, wait a couple seconds, and then have the, God damn it. Yeah, I got the Famicom Star Wars game in there. That factor, you think the DC Arcade was good? PS2 is just Devil May Cry 2 with a fun Holy shit! I don't think I've ever heard a more damning review of something than that. Wow. Alright. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get past this. Come on, we're one floor removed from floor 20. That's a good place to be. Making it 20 floors in on a short, like, 3-hour-ish stream, that's acceptable. Unlike that. This game is hard. It is, Billy. That's one of the things I like about it. And here's the thing. It was not supposed to be beaten by one person. There is no way you would have guessed the way to beat a lot of these stages. It was meant to be a group effort where hundreds of people were playing the game and figuring out its secrets. It was a community effort. And I find that very cool and very admirable. And just think, guys, I gotta work my way back to the original starting point once I open the door. Damn it!
And I'm not normal!
The Dragon Quest anime? Yeah, that's fine. He might be biased because he's working on it so much, but I thought it was weird Imaging had nothing bad to say about the Spawn PS2 game. You know, some people can enjoy janky games. Not everybody's gonna find the same things bad. I mean, you all know that I'm a big fan of Castlevania 2. I like Simon's Quest. I like it a lot. And that's considered a bad game by a lot of people. I've gotten into arguments with people because I like that game. I've gotten into more arguments since I played Castlevania 64. And I really, really, really like Castlevania 64, guys. We're gonna be playing it again at some point. I thought that game was incredible. I still play it off stream sometimes. I love the atmosphere of it. Like, Castlevania 64 has worked its way into being one of my favorite Castlevanias. Which is no easy task because I have a lot of Castlevanias to choose from. So, you know, it's a matter of what people enjoy. If someone enjoys the dumb, brainless hack and slash of a game, I can't judge them too harshly for it. This is all coming from somebody who hasn't played the game personally, so I can't offer my own opinion on it. But I give everything a try. Okay. Heck, who am I to talk? I'm playing this game right now, and most Americans I've talked to who have tried this hate this game. Because it's like, how are you supposed to beat it? How are you supposed to figure it out? It's too cryptic. It's too... And it's like, once again, you have to take it in context of its time. Fuck! No wonder I hate Wizard Ropes and Zelda so much. They came from these things. We're gonna make it to floor 20, though. We're gonna do it. I want to do it. Oh my gosh. Finally, some fucking mercy. Alright, here we go. Give me that. Woo! Alright, floor 20. We have a potion of power. We open the door without defeating any enemies. Oh, that's a challenge. To begin, the guy ran against Echo the Dolphin. That's his bit. I don't know. To be fair, that was a more recent review. It's entirely possible James is just, you know, he clearly thought it was a good game. That's the funny part. Other systems, runtime this game hit in the 80s. Ported to a lot of systems, actually. Famicom, Game Boy, it had a remake on the PC Engine. It had ports to several Japanese computer systems. It was a big deal. This was a well-loved game. None of those ports made it outside of Japan. What I'm playing right here is the first time this game ever came to America. And it was not liked. A lot of people did not care for this game when it came out here. Any contemporary reviews you find for this game from the time, damn it, I was walking forward. Got a PS1 memory card in-game? Oh, the Book of Light. I see it. Okay. Sorry, I'm stupid. It does look like that, doesn't it? Damn it. Thought I could slip by him. I was incorrect. Because I die most of the time in this? Yeah. Dude, I accept that I'm built different from a lot of people. Like, as far as my taste in gaming goes. Like, I'm not normal. You gotta go, stay strong. We're actually almost done here. I can't stay all night. I have a friend doing a bad movie night, or B-movie night, that I want to show up for. Dinner's gonna be soon. I just had a little bit of time to kill and thought it'd be fun to drop in and play some of this. I will do a stream where I finish this game. I will make an event of that. Fuck! Really? Even when it makes it easy for me. Okay, we made it to floor 21. What's next? Unrelated to the Capcom Assassin title. Yeah, he's doing something called Monster Hunter. I am curious to see what that's like. Fred's been showing some great movies, so I'm curious to see what he's showing. So I'll go check him out in a bit. But we're doing pretty fine here. All right, I gotta open up the next one. Okay, floor 21. The ring will allow me to pass through. Oh, okay. Stand still for. Oh, okay. Stand still for 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Alright, we got the ring. We can get out of here. And the blue will-o-wisps have no power over me now. That's good. I just gotta get out of here. Preferably before the night kills me. Yes! Ha-ha! Potion of Energy Drain. We don't need this one. Potion of Energy Drain is a bad treasure. We just gotta get the key and get out. Nice to have a simple floor for once. Damn it, there's a dragon in the way. I'm scared of breaking my pickaxe. Fuck! Toasted. That's our first dragon death of the game. Never know where that dragon's gonna be. I love this game, I really do. It's just fun. Fun for me, at least. Like, I know I'm weird. Alright, yeah, we don't need to collect the treasure on this floor, we just gotta get the fuck out. Alright! Floor 23. The Bible is an upgrade to the Tower of Light, the Book of Light. Section is, okay, illuminates the rest of the tower. Defeat every yellow wizard before defeating any. Oh my gosh, I remember this stage. Oh, this. Oh, this sucks. I remember this. I have to defeat every yellow wizard before I can...
You hate my guts, don't you?
Before I can even think about killing any of the blue slimes.
Get mad! Get mad! Get so
Oh,
mad!
man. This might actually be where I have to call it, just because this floor is going to take a while. Is Fred doing that? Where's my... There's my phone. Is Fred live now? Because if he is, that'll be my signal to get in there. Let me find out. Starting in 10 minutes, he says. Okay, he's live now. No, you're fine. I actually need to wrap up. So there you go, everybody. That's a look at Tower of Druaga. We made it up to floor 23. That's not bad at all. That's a good place to start. That's a good start to us trying to take down this beast of a game. I don't know when I'll be back next, because I'm still kind of on a soft hiatus. I'm just doing streams when I feel like it. I'm playing what I feel like playing. I just needed a break from the schedule, and I need to get my life back on track with certain things. But I'll be streaming again. I don't know if I'll stream more of this next, or if we'll play something else, but I had fun doing this, and I want to do more of it. I'd also love to show off the PC Engine remake, because that's a pretty good game. Anyway, it's sounding like Fred is now live doing his stuff, so we're going to go say hi to my friend Fred, the Macabre Detective. He's doing a B-movie night. These are always fun. He's a great friend. I highly recommend people check him out. So let me get this started. And let me go over to the facecam mode to end the stream, obviously. A while. Alright, so that's how I spell it. Alright. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining me for this. Like, I had a lot of fun doing this. Playing a really old arcade game that's super important that not a ton of people in the West are necessarily aware of the impact of. Like, this is an important game. I can't stress that enough. Tower of Druaga is important. And I will be streaming more of it. I'd also like to stream the Valkyrie games. Valkyrie No Bloken on the Famicom, I would love to stream that. I'd love to show off Valkyrie's Legend. Was cool seeing some Druaga. Yeah, I appreciate it. We're gonna go watch some B-movie called Monster Hunter. It's from the 90s. It's not based off the Capcom thing. But, should be fun. Hopefully he'll let us raid. Yeah, okay, his raids are turned on. Nice. Okay, so we can actually go watch this. That's awesome. I will play more Druaga in the future. We'll do some Valkyrie as well at some point. I'm kind of in the mood for some Namco classics. I love this sort of stuff. So, yeah. I look forward to the next time we all get to hang out and do this together. I will definitely see a lot of you around. Any of you who aren't in the Discord can join the Discord. Like, that's totally cool. I will get the Discord popped up down here. And yeah, other than that, I think that's all I gotta say for now. So, we'll go say hi to Fred in the raid. I will see you whenever I'm streaming next. Just keep an eye out. If you join the server, you'll get notified when I'm going live, like all that good stuff. With all that said, it's time for me to say my piece and get out of here like usual. So, everyone, this has been Quinn Michael from Shaggy Turtle Studios, Channel 14, WNBIT. We're high on Retro Junk. If you like the song playing in the background, it's my newest cover. It's on YouTube. I posted that in server 2. I'm really proud of this. Anyway, like it or not, I'll be back next time. Good night. Let's go watch whatever movie Fred's playing. Who knows if the outro will run this time? It's always a coin toss. Maybe I don't need an outro. Who knows? You're still here? It's over. Go home.